The 2025 budget depends for the Nigeria Police Force, the Ministry of Police Affairs, the Police Service Commission, and the Nigerian Police Academy. This session reflects our collective dedication to improving national security and strengthening the capacity of these critical institutions. Every allocation is justified and targeted toward improved security and operational efficiency. To our esteemed agencies, I encourage transparency in presenting your plans and patience in responding to our inquiries as we work together for the common good of our nation.
Members of the National Assembly, let's just calm ourselves. There are procedures that we've been following for over 23 years, and we cannot, in this sitting, begin to innovate. Both the House rules and the Senate rules specifically have modalities and procedures. So, as members of the National Assembly, we must show decorum and patience. The Inspector General of Police, let me commend you this far, and your personnel for seeing us through 2024. But let me say, with all sense of responsibility, having been a chairman of this August committee 17 years ago, I have not seen any desire to move the police as an institution that requires 24-hour a day attention, 12 calendar months throughout the year. And I made this assertion. If you look at the budget of 2024, the police naturally asked for 120 billion. And they were enveloped at 59 billion on the overhead. My other colleague raised the issue of envelope. Envelope is never a legal entity. There was no envelope bill that had ever been presented by the National Assembly. It was an administrative convenience introduced by the former President, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, and the National Assembly begins to adopt it without looking at the implication. First, I have no problem with the envelope, but I have serious problem with enveloping security institutions. It shouldn't be like that. You don't see the capital component. You asked for 150 billion, 66 was released, over 25 billion pending. And I don't see why this should continue as a normal thing. And I take this time because the Inspector General of Police should have a direct access to the President. And some of these issues must be laid before the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces. Because first and foremost, he is the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces. And therefore, when you see some of this budget, you begin to lament. The presentation of the IG is simply the story, tragic story of this country. Consequently, you come to the 2025 that was just introduced, and you look at the police wanted 1.8 trillion. The envelope has said, okay, 1.252 trillion will be given to them. But you now take your phone and try to now convert even the envelope, the demand of the police, into dollars. You now say you have arrived at slightly over $4 million US. And what you are getting is also, what you have, the envelope is slightly above $3 million US. Are we sure that was supposed to, at this 21st century, be asking police to spend just close to $4 million US in securing our nations? So the question is, IG, does your institution remains only and dependent on just budgetary allocation, or do you also assess some funds from the federal government and other donor agencies? By providing such answers in future, it will give us an idea of what actually you need. And going forward, as an institution, we had initiated some thinking with the first Inspector General of Police, where if you are going to have a national police budget, beginning from the national headquarters to the zonal headquarters to the division, whereby all these segments will be captured in your budgetary allocation, you will be seeing this bigger amount. Probably one of the reasons why we are where we are is because we have not been able to communicate to the government in power before, and now we have divisions, we have zonal headquarters, and therefore my next question is, how many personnel, what is the current status of your personnel in Nigeria now? Will you be able to provide us with that answer? So just judge it when you come. Lastly, my brother from Bauchi raised a question. Today, sir, there is a completed police university level building completed in Ganjo local government of Bauchi State, which falls under my own jurisdiction as a senator. For the last 6 years, that place is locked. Nobody goes there, and it's being used by unfortunate boys to do a lot of ungodly things. And when I came back to the Senate, I wrote to the committee, where you, and then addressed to the Police Service Commission that this place is spent close to 5 billion. The police spent close to 5 billion on a building that is completed, that is ready for operation, but nobody uses it. And therefore, I want you to take a serious look at that and see how you utilize that place.
One is on the police recruitment. The distinguished senator wants to know our current personnel status in the police. And the second one is on whether we are getting other sources of funding apart from the budgetary allocation. It's very glaring that the police is being grossly underfunded. We are limited by this envelope budget system has limited us. Last year, we argued for the removal of the Nigerian police from the envelope budget system. We didn't succeed with that. We would not have been able to achieve all that we achieved in 2024 if Mr. President has not intervened effectively. A lot of time we have had to go to Mr. President and he has intervened. We have been able to assess some special intervention in the course of our operations in 2024, and that really helped us to deliver on our mandates as much as we were able to do in 2024. Otherwise, we depend only on the budgetary allocation appropriated and released to us. So I'm happy that the members of this committee has noted the gross inadequacy of what is being appropriated to the police and the desire of members to help the police to be better funded. Then with respect to police recruitment, in 2023, Mr. President approved our yearly recruitment into the police from 10,000 to 30,000. Before then, what we were having is 10,000 yearly recruitment. That didn't amount to increase in personnel for the police. It can at best be described as personnel replacement. That's what we were doing before. But with the approval of Mr. President, for us to increase our yearly recruitment from 10,000 to 30,000. We are hopeful that this year we are going to see an increase in personnel.
Of this committee to allow IG and his men to go and we take the Honorable Minister and the Chairman Police Service Commission and Police Academy. IG, you can leave.